How do I look, Boba? Ivy? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another volume of Diarrhea of a Madman. I am your host, Johnny Deneen, and also welcome to my shit show. I've got two of my dogs here with me. They're actual dogs. Um, so if you hear me talking or I'm looking down at them, that's who I'm talking to. But other than that, I'm talking to you guys. I don't know why the fuck everything's beeping. Anyway, okay, shit. What the fuck is going on? I've got a son in Peru and a father in the hospital. So that's what's going on. Uh, I guess the boy is doing as much traveling as he can before he travels some more with the military because he's joining a branch of service. So congratulations to him. I used to say, I used to say, I'm wearing the uniform because I did 20 years in the army. I used to say I'm wearing this uniform so my son doesn't have to. And he makes his own decisions, and he didn't do the army, so technically I was right or whatever. I don't know. It's not about that, I guess. Anyway, I'm proud of him, and yeah. So now he's just doing some traveling and stuff, and good for him. I've never been to South America, so I hear it's nice. I had a nephew who went there too. You know. Anyway, so dad's in the hospital, yet some type of infection. That was a funny thing, how that came about. I get a message the other morning from my mom saying dad's been admitted to the hospital with a serious infection. And of course, my brain is like, oh, fuck. Okay, here we go. I mean, this is an 85-year-old man. I think when you text me serious infection, I'm thinking, okay, do I need to get out there? Um, And so we're kind of doing this little back and forth, trying to figure out whatever. And then I tell mom, like, look, I can be there in 20 hours. Just let me know. She's like, well, it's not life or death. Really? Okay. Um, maybe open with that. I don't know. That'd have been nice. But when you when you talk about a serious infection in an 85-year-old man, I thought we were immediately talking about life or death. So luckily, it's not that. He is doing better. Still in the hospital, but I think he's getting discharged tomorrow. So that man's stronger than anything I've ever known. So good luck, Dad. Hope you get well soon. Okay, what the hell am I watching? I'm watching that Gen V. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Gen V on Prime. It's like it's a spinoff of The Boys, and I I thought at first it was like it's not a high school. I guess it's like a college age kids. I don't know. I don't know. They're because they're all mutants. Um, so I guess it's older. I don't know because it's a lot of whole sexual stuff. But excuse me. Um, the show that has the lead, I guess, villain right now in this season is some dude named Cypher. And if you've watched Netflix, if you were into like the Haunting on Hill House, that series, I forget the guy's name, McLaughlin, I think, something like that. He's like the producer, creator of those. The series of that, where it's like a seaside town, like a Nantucket kind of area. Um, and there's a priest, and he's the priest. The dude has a very distinctive voice, very like commanding professor. I don't know. I forget the actor's name, but going back to what that series he did in Netflix, that I guess it was the least liked. I found it fucking awesome. Um, it had God, that actor. He's like in everything, but you never really know his name. The one of the leads, but one of those episodes in that series ends is the best ending I've ever seen in a fucking series, probably a movie. Um, and I don't want to give it away, but you'll know when it happens when they're out on a boat. And then, yeah, that's all you need to know. They're out on a boat. And that, yeah, and the show doesn't end, but that episode, that ending of that episode is fucking phenomenal. Fuck it, I'm gonna give it away because I hate fucking when people talk about that shit and then they don't say anything because if you didn't like it, you're not gonna go back and watch it. So anyway, the dude finds out like these fucking thing. There's a vampire that's and the priest is helping him because the priest is like the old priest that went away, but he's younger now because of this fucking vampire. Um, so the one dude gets bit and he's trying to show and tell this other woman, because this dude left the island and came back, the main protagonist, I believe, and then troubled individual kind of thing. So he is turned and he's a vampire, but he doesn't want to be one. So he convinces this woman, his past love, I guess, on the island, to go out on a little dinghy ride. Quit playing with your um boat ride out on the ocean. And he's telling the story, and she's closing her eyes and something like that. And then she opens her eyes like right as the sunrise hits this fucking dude as a vampire, and he fucking just goes up in flames, and she's freaking the fuck out, and then the episode ends. So I really enjoyed that one. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was raised Catholic, so I understood a little bit more deeper into uh, those that plot line, I guess, of the Haunting on Hill House series movies. So moving on, yeah, that dude, the priest in that is Cypher, and going back to not knowing if this is like a college or a high school or whatever the fuck it is, but there is a the character. She's like the smartest person in the world. It ends up being the leader of Vault, which is like the corporation that creates soups, if they call superhumans. She looks very young, and one of the episodes she's banging that fucking Cipher dude, and yeah, it's off putting because she looks so young. Um, I mean, yeah, of course, is old enough, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Hey, dog. Sorry. She almost spilt my drink on my notes, and then I wouldn't know what to fucking talk to you guys about. Can't talk to you about all the real crazy shit going on in my head because then they lock me away again, Boba. So, all right. Yeah. Gen V, great show. Fucking, it's cool. I'm a huge fan of like sci-fi and comic book kind of shit, like superhuman kind of thing. I don't know. Call it my upbringing, just stuff I was into. I like post-apocalyptic shit too. That's fucking cool. I like to see what the world's gonna look like when it fucking dies, when we fuck it up somehow. I'm one of those guys that like roots for Agent fucking what's his name in the Matrix. Like when he gave that speech in the first one, when he's like, "You're all just a virus." You're fucking right, dude. Granted, I was really stoned, and when I saw that movie when it premiered, yeah, me and my buddy got fucking ripping, and then went and saw that movie. We're like, holy shit! Fantastic way to watch The Matrix, by the way. Um, so yeah, going off more shit I'm watching. I had made a post on Facebook. Well, I shared one, and it was something to the fact of, hold on, let me get to it. Uh, like post a movie. I need a movie that's gonna traumatize me for the rest of my life. And I said The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. And if you guys have ever seen that movie, it's only about 30 some odd minutes long, I think, if that. But it is an extremely fucked up movie. I don't suggest watching it if you are just sensitive in any way. Um, but yeah, so I said that, and then my buddy who I graduated with, he goes by William now. I knew him as Bill, but this guy, I mean, he is a movie fucking like. If you think I know a lot about movies, I don't know shit compared to my buddy Bill. Will, I guess he goes by William now since he's a fucking man. But yeah, he said the movie Inside, the 2007, the French film, because he goes on to say, don't watch. He said, where is it? Yeah, just not the American remake piece of shit. So I guess they did a remake of this movie, and I wouldn't think that they could get away with a lot of stuff. So I'm not gonna watch the remake because I just watched the French one, and holy shit, extremely gruesome. Um, fucking special effects are fantastic. Like I like that kind of horror movie. It's a horror movie, and a whole lot of blood, a lot of like there's a lot of shit that squirts. Um, and the storyline is fucked up as well. They do well with that. The movie will only just it, it makes me really mad at French people because they're fucking idiots. But it's one of those movies that it gets you like that. Like my dog Boba, who is very in tune to how I'm feeling when I watch a movie or something like that. If he feels me like getting fucking mad or something, he'll leave the room. He spent the entire fucking 88 minutes of this movie outside because he didn't want to be near me because the way the movie was making me feel. But um, it's definitely if you're into horror movies, give it a watch. But you're gonna yell. You're gonna yell at your TV because they do some stupid shit, like stupid shit. Um, but so yeah, if you're looking for a gruesome movie, it is horror season. We're October 1st. I'm dating this fucking podcast. We're in Halloween season. It's time to get fucking scary and spooky and gory and all that other shit. And then we can talk about candy. I made a post once about what is the better candy, either Halloween or Easter. And I guess everyone loved the Halloween candy, which, if you think about it, I think Easter does more special things than Halloween does. Like Halloween candy is just the same fucking candy. They just like shape it into a pumpkin or something. I'm looking at you, Reese's. Some Twix does do like a ghoulish one where they're like the caramel's green. That just feels really gross. Like we eating fucking booger snap out of your fucking Twix. I don't want to eat that. Um, but yeah, and when it comes to Easter, I mean, that's the only time you can really find a chocolate bunny, right? Unless you order it online. But you're not gonna go into a fucking store right now and find a chocolate bunny. But you can always go into a store and find a Twix or a Snickers or a Reese's cup. Um, so I don't know. I think the Cadbury eggs too. I think they're year round now, but I mean, it used to be that you couldn't get that shit. It was seasonal. So I think Easter's more creative with their candies, but Halloween just wins because everyone gets all the candy, you know? But if you think about Halloween candy, it fucking sucks. Circus peanuts don't exist until fucking Halloween. Candy corns don't exist until Halloween. Those fucking things suck. So, when Easter comes around and you get the chocolate bunnies and you get the fucking the eggs and stuff like that. That's a treat. That's a good fucking candy. But I don't know. Halloween is just a reason for candy companies to sell off all their bullshit on us because they just sell it for cheaper, hand it out for trick or treaters. Maybe that's not true because I don't think people trick or treat anymore. Not really around here. I live in a fucking neighborhood and I've I think we bought candy. Let's see, fuck. I've lived in this state for too long. Anyway, I think I've bought in the past probably 6 or 7 years, I bought Halloween candy for trick or treaters specifically, maybe twice, and I think we got trick or treaters once. So I don't know, man. That shit kind of sucks. I loved I loved trick or treating. When I was stationed at Fort Riley in Kansas, the girls were still young enough. Um, we went out and took them trick or treating, and I got to dress up. My shit was awesome. Went to the thrift store, found like an old fucking suit that fit me, something I could just fuck up. And I bought a. They also had like these like burlap sacks, so I bought that shit. And I bought some twine, and I made this suit. I like got it all dirty and just put some blood here and there on it, and then I just took this that bag that whatever fucking burger, whatever the fuck I said. That bag and I turned it into like a hood. Not like that. And because it was, it was a burlap sack. That's what I meant. So it was all brown and like whatever. It was hot as fuck. But I cut just two eyelets out on it. And then I took the twine and tied it around my neck, not in a noose like that, but just to hold the mask on it. Pretty much made a mask out of a burlap sack because you can breathe through it. You just can't breathe that well. But that was fun trick or treating, like because they were like adults that were like, of course, sitting in their driveways handing out candy, just drinking beers, and they were like, "Fuck, man, that's scary as shit." I was like, "Yeah, I don't. I enjoy Halloween. I like getting dressed up and ghoulish, but yeah, I don't know where the fuck I was going with that, but Halloween rules. I want to, yeah, Fort Riley, yeah, Halloween, yeah. People don't trick or treat anymore. Kind of a bit. They do all that trunk or treat shit now. That's fucking. Nobody wants that shit. All right, let's move on to everyone's favorite time. It is titty time. Yeah. Twitter trending time. This is when I just go on Twitter, see what's trending, talk about it if I can. If I can't, then, ooh, Xbox number one. Ooh, what are they releasing? Remember when Gamepad, Mayor's over. Oh shit, Xbox. They're fucking over people. Oh, Xbox is opening or raising the price of their fucking pass. What a bunch of dicks. Everyone's doing that. Any type of subscription. Look, what they're doing is they automatically a lot of people just have their subscriptions to whatever paying out monthly. It just comes out. So what they do is Disney just did this shit, probably because they had to like fucking pay Kimmel more money since they brought his ass back because he cried and everyone cried and Disney's a bunch of pussies. But yeah, all these little streaming services are fucking just nickel and diming us to death. And what they're hoping to do is that people just don't fucking pay attention. They're like, whatever, it's just gonna come out anyway, and I know they had that stupid Rocket fucking money app that my wife tried that and she said, you pay them, so it's just another fucking subscription. Um, but yeah, it fuck them, dude. Like it doesn't cost that much to run all this shit. Like everyone knows that they're just people are fucking greedy and they fucking suck. Fuck you, Xbox. Isn't that Microsoft? That's Bill Gates, right? The dude owns the farms that grow the potatoes for McDonald's French fries exclusively through Bill Gates' fucking Idaho potato farms. And this guy needs to fucking up the fucking bill on the damn Xbox Game Pass. Fuck you, Bill Gates, you fucking loser. Fuck. I don't care how well you can jump over chairs. Fucking loser nerd. Overwatch 25 sweepstakes. What the fuck is this? I don't play that game. Sure, a couple of my kids do. They do. In fact, I think there's a PlayStation that has one of these games. Uh, anyway, I'll move on from that. I used to do gaming. I mean, I grew up with an Atari, and then my brother got a Commodore 64, and that shit fucking ruled. We used to play California games, Airborne Ranger. Uh, there was like the Olympics or something like that. My brother Bob broke so many fucking controllers because a Commodore 64 had the big 3x5 floppy disks, right? And we had it hooked up to our TV. So we didn't have just a little fucking computer screen. With a Commodore 64, you could hook it up to your TV. So we had it on a bigger, of course, it was a bulb fucking TV, the ones that weighed like 400 fucking pounds. And my brother Bob would get so mad. I remember this one time, my brother Bill and I, like my brother Bob is sitting there playing the game. He's sitting in front, like you do as a kid, 2 feet from the fucking screen, playing some Olympics. So it may have been California games. I don't know, but he was a female and he was trying to do this like the vert ramp or that's skateboarding. The ramp where they run and they hit the ramp and then they do all the twists and turns. Anyway, so my brother Bill and I are on the couch behind him. And we're cracking up because every time he's running and he fails a jump and she would hit the ground, she'd make this sound that goes, "Uh." My brother Billy and I are laughing. We're trying to hold it in as best I can because our brother Bob, he's the third one older than me, but yeah, I'm the youngest. But so it's just me and Billy, and he's bigger, and we're trying not to laugh because we know he's gonna beat our fucking ass. And he would always throw the fucking joystick at the TV, and the joystick, of course, is gonna break every time because those bulb TVs had screens that were like 2, 3 inches thick. You shoot him with a fucking shotgun, and unless it was a fucking slug, it's not gonna go through. But yeah, we're just laughing because he kept on failing, and of course, in Bob style, just fucking chucks that damn joystick at the TV. Mhm. And then we were mad because then we couldn't play any of our games because the fucking controller again. So yeah, and then Commodore 64, that fucking ruled. Oh, there was a game called Barbarian. It was like Conan, but you would walk out and you only had like a couple moves. And the one move was you would like spin your fucking sword and twist around and like, yeah. And you'd have to cut the other dude's head off. And when their head got cut off, like blood would squirt up. And this was way before Sega, so Mortal Kombat Blood Code. Before that shit, this stuff was allowed. So blood would squirt up, and then the guy would fall to his knees and then fall forward. And this little green dude would come out from the side of the screen and kick the head that you just cut off of your opponent, kick it all the way across the screen, and then grab the body. And then as he's walking away, turn towards you as the player, like out towards the TV and go, like talking shit. And rumor was my brother Mike beat the game. I've never seen anyone beat it. Because there's in the background of every as you're moving up the ranks is like this wizard in a throne, and that's who the boss is who you're trying to get to. But rumor was my brother Mike beat it, but I had never seen it. And then we had all the NES, and I was huge into hockey, Montreal Canadiens, NES. What was it? Fucking, or was that Sega? I don't know. Anyway, gaming's cool. Um, I'm just not into it anymore. I used to be when I was high on Adderall. I was a legal prescription, but yeah, I just played a lot of Call of Duty, and it was fun, but I just that is not a sustainable lifestyle. I can't fucking sit on that shit at all. I'd much rather just be bouncing back and forth as I'm doing right now in my own shit show rather than, uh, you know, make sense. Here we go. DeMarcado. Who the fuck is this? Sports. You know what? Oh, wait. Basketball. Give a fuck. Give a fuck. I don't care about the NBA. I haven't cared about the NBA since the Bulls. I don't know, 90s. Once I joined the army, I stopped giving a fuck. Like I paid attention here and there, but it's not. They play music the entire fucking time. Like you go to a live game and like, what the? Are we watching a fucking game or I don't know what the fuck this is. It's I don't get it. I think hockey is absolutely the top sport to watch in person. It is the most exciting. Um, it's a great fucking time. NFL games, it's you realize when you go to an NFL game, one, you paid way too much. Two, these guys are standing around a lot. Um, and three, you probably paid way too much for a shitty seat. So fuck the NFL in that way. Jane Goodall, did she die? She did. Oh no. She was the one that hung out with all the gorillas and shit. She was the Gorillas in the Mist one, right? Yeah. Ah, well, rest in peace, Jane Goodall. You know what? I don't care about any of this other shit. So, fuck it. That's done with titty time. Thank you for spending the last 28 minutes with me. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe.